Gentlemen, what is up? Welcome back. 2018 season, ready to rock and roll. We are 3 weeks away. 3 weeks away from the draft here. Looking at about less than 21 days, so 3 weeks from yesterday, August 18th. I will be seeing every one of you draft day. Very excited. I know you guys are as well. Got keepers due in about 13 days. I know a couple owners already posted. But I'll go over some of that stuff. I just wanted to do like a little refresher with the league and some of the rules and ownerships, things like that, just so everybody's on the same page in terms of how the league is operated and some of the rules, roster setups, money, just so that everybody's kind of on the same page. So as you can see, this beauty behind me for the champion, 2017 and 2011 champion, the only remaining two-time champ left in the league. A brief history, guys, for the new owners. Speaking of, welcome Gabe, Nick, Adam, and Andrew as full owners here. Very excited to have you guys. I think it's going to be a great year. I'm happy to get you guys in. Seems like you guys are excited, which I'm pumped as well. But we've been around since, the trophy's been around since 2010. I think we've been around since 2008, if I'm not mistaken, 2009. So right in there. Is when we started this league, and it got real serious back in the day when it was a $25 league and we were broke college kids. This is our way to stay in touch and have some fun. Now that we're adults and we got money to waste, this is going to be what we're doing. So, like I said, brief history, MC's Finest, best fantasy league in the region. In my opinion, I've been a part of some other leagues. Our activity, second to none. The way the league's run, I feel like, is pretty solid. I mean, not tooting my own horn, but Brock and I have done a really good job of running the league. Some people, don't think so, but I think we did pretty good. So, like I said, rules. I mean, we're standard scoring league. We start a quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, a flex, and a defense. No kickers. I think we run 7 bench spots with an IR spot because we are a keeper league. Generally, we allow draft pick trading before the draft, not during. And we don't trade players pre-draft in terms of keepers, but trade away all year you want. We very rarely veto, if ever. We are trying to get to just a more, hey, you pay so much to run this team. We don't anticipate anybody cheating or trading spots and collusion and things like that. So we pretty much let you run it, especially in a keeper league. Teams that are out of it are probably going to start moving players toward the end of the year for keepers for the next year, and guys might give away a couple keepers for a chance to win the title. So we play 13 regular season weeks, so you'll play your own division opponents twice. Out of division opponents, you'll play each one once. That puts us at 13 weeks, and then playoffs are week 14 and 15. We used to do through week 16, but we just found that a lot of those times there would be guys sitting. Week 16 is kind of a bummer, so we just cut it off at week 15. I think week 17 is definitely out of the question. Week 15 is not bad, but with only 4 playoff teams, we just run 1 week for the quarterfinal or the semifinal, and then another week for the final, and that's it. In week 15, we're wrapped up. We do transactions in terms of the league itself. It is $1 per transaction, so $1 trade, $1 pickup. No fee for a drop, but generally when you drop somebody, you pick someone up. That money goes into a pot, and what we do is every week, the team with the biggest scoring differential, so basically the biggest blowout win, you get $5 for the week. So we got that, and then I pay that out generally at the end of the year after I calculate all your transactions. If you're in the positive, get that money paid out right away. Also, any remaining funds of the transaction money, which there usually always is split between best record and most points. You good? Fucking dog. And then that's paid out right away, right after the season, usually before the playoffs. And then payout, guys, it's 175 shekels. And $10 is also included up front for your first 10 transactions. Most teams go over 10. If you're like Jobby, you barely transact, usually around 10 for the year. So, and then we pay out, I think it's 60, 30, 10. So, first place gets 60% of the prize money, second place gets 30, third place gets 10%, they get their money back. So there's something to play for at the end of the year. And then obviously, guys, we do the lottery. So Those 4 teams that make the playoffs are seeded. The champion picks 10 the following year. The runner-up is 9th, and then so on and so forth. So the third-place winner would pick 8th. 7th place, or the 4th best team, doesn't get any money and picks 7th, so that's a bummer. And then the remaining 6 teams we do 2 separate lotteries. The bottom 3 teams in one lottery, the middle 3 teams in another lottery, and we just draw ping pong balls out. That kind of prohibits tanking, and because we've had a couple shakeups where, the supposedly third pick jumps to second or first. So it's just a way to kind of limit some of the tanking in general for the following year. So that's why we do it that way. Some of us have preached about potentially just saying, hey, fuck it, throw everybody's name in and just randomize. But I think, it makes it more challenging to try to win a title the following year when you're picking 10th. But I'd be open to it if everybody's kind of overwhelming majority says, hey, let's just everybody, random, and maybe the champion gets first pick. So, I'd consider it, but I think ultimately maybe, it makes it more difficult, and it also kind of helps with parity, just moving teams around. Other than that, keepers, we keep up to 3 players, keep a minimum of 1, and they keep them for 2 years. So let's say if someone drafts Saquon Barkley this year, they draft him for this year, they keep him the following year, and then keep him again in 2020. That would be the last year he could be kept. Even if he's traded to a new team, he is going back into the draft for the 2021 season. So I just want to make sure everybody kind of understands how our keepers work. For example, last year I took Deshaun Watson in my free agent pickup. So I'm keeping him this year, so it's my first year to keep him. I'll get to keep him next year, and then he'll go in the following year in 2020, I believe. Yeah, keep him 18, keep him 19, throw him in 20. Yeah, so just wanted to let you guys know how it would work. If you have any questions, text me on the side. I'd be more than happy to run it over with you, but I figure it's pretty easy. Like I said, scoring is standard. 4-point passing touchdowns, 6-point rushing and receiving, no PPR, no bonuses. It's all cut and dry. It's right on the league page, so if you guys have questions on it, easy stuff. Other than that, that's about it, guys. I'm going to go over the draft stuff, obviously. I try to keep these videos under 10 minutes. I'm at about 7.5. So I just wanted to make sure, get this video up, like I said. So draft day, August 18th. We do the event in the morning. I already did the thing on the text, so go back and look at the text for the timeline. But what I want you guys to do is everybody get there at set time. I think we said like 10:30 at Edgewood. I think is going to be the plan. And then also draft day, it's going to be a long day, guys, so bear with us on a time frame, just with the logistics and transferring a lot of stuff. It might be difficult. We also, since Jobby was the worst team last year, I believe, he is going to have to do something, I guess, degrading, kind of, embarrassing for the league. Considering we're doing it at the beach, I think right at Washington Park, right in his hometown, not Gary, Indiana, but his second hometown. We will put him there. We'll figure out something. Usually we allow the playoff teams in the previous year to kind of have a little brainstorm session of what the worst owner should do for the following year. Or something embarrassing. Last year we egged Eric, so we got to, he turned around and we got to egg him. Threw like 3 dozen eggs at him. It was pretty funny. This year, we'll do something kind of cheesy. We'll figure it out. But we'll all participate in that, maybe like a half hour right before we hop on the boat and head over to Nipsco Beach. Everybody, please bring something. There is a poll on the league page. Also, when you want to submit your keepers, and your money is due August 11th. So the remaining money of what you owe on August 11th, you can quick pay me or PayPal. And your keepers are due. So please don't text them. Put them on the league page in the official tab. Follow my thing. So if you have a question on what year your guy is kept, let me know. But please put it, first year and what round he is, just so everybody knows. If you don't know, text me. I can edit it just like I did for Pack, and I did myself. But yeah, so everybody, please bring a chair to sit on. Please bring your own draft notes and all your shit. I'm not supplying any like top 300 list. Mike Scott's just going to print the ESPN one and follow it to the T, as he always does, and that's why he's picking second. Other than that, yeah, bring your own stuff. Wi-Fi is going to be an issue, guys, so maybe bring paper or preload everything onto an iPad, transfer it over. Probably be the easiest. Everybody, please bring your own cooler. or share with somebody. I know I can fit a case in my one cooler, so if somebody wants to split a case, that's fine. We'll just go in, try to limit as much weight as we can and as much stuff. Obviously, we're gonna have like a bunch of food going, beers, tents, chairs. It's gonna be just a lot of clutter. So try to limit as much as you can. We'll try to have I'll try to have BP table there. I'll have a tent. We're gonna have a couple tents, I hope. One we'll have draft board. We're gonna hopefully hang up on the side of the canopy, so we'll be able to tack it on there. It's gonna be pretty durable, even through the wind and stuff. It's not gonna be it'll be. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to get a vinyl. Something more like a vinyl banner you see on like an outfield at a Little League. And then I'll edit it up and crop it up as a draft board, and then hopefully it should work. So, yeah, I'm hitting about 11 minutes here, guys. So I just wanted to give a rundown, welcome the new guys to the league, let you know I'm super excited. Actually be gunning for third spot on the trophy here. As you can see, it is quite big. This is a pint glass next to it. So you can see that we do take it pretty seriously. Trophy's pretty heavy. The winner gets to tote that around for the entire season and the off season from the year they won. So I'm actually going to take this back to my office at my job, where everybody thinks I'm a fucking nerd that I keep my fantasy trophy at work. So other than that, guys, welcome. Like I said, I'm super excited. Glad we got new owners in here. I think it's going to be an awesome year. It's going to rejuvenate the league a little bit, kind of re-put that fire in. I think it's really exciting. I'm hoping everybody's very competitive. This is a very active league, new guys, so just be ready on those Sunday texts. You're going to have over 100 of them. We talk a lot of shit. There's a lot of game planning. Also, every week on the league page itself, there's like a little Smack Talk tab under every single matchup. I always go in, I hope everybody else does, and I put who I think's going to win. You can vote on the matchup. It's just a way to keep everybody kind of in on it. And that's a little bit more fun. So this year I might do polls every week, to where it's on the group text, put, this matchup, and we can vote on it that way too. That way it's maybe a little more engaging. So other than that, guys, I am past my time. We'll have 12 minutes. So I bid you adieu. Enjoy your Sunday. Football this week, finally. So Bears play the Ravens, preseason game number 1, Hall of Fame game. We got a loaded Hall of Fame class, including Brian Urlacher, best linebacker ever. So football's back, boys. Football is back. Fantasy is back. I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. And I will see you again. Again, I do these weekly. So every week I'll hop on, review the matchups, look forward to the week following, and we go from there. So get used to more of these, and I will talk to you boys soon.